Good morning. This is Love Life with Eve, and I'm speaking to you through dreams because basically I'm a dreammancer. All right, so this suicidal mission that we all seem to be on as a planet to, together for such a long time, with the impending apocalypse in all of Hollywood's stories. Look, here's the dream I had. In the dream, I descend into a deep, dark, black basement where a group of people are planning a group suicide. And they want people to be there as witnesses, like hospice for a chosen death. And I come down into the basement and I'm assigned to one of these people, and I do not want to help them to kill themselves. So I've got my plan to thwart their suicide, but the person knows that I'm not going to be willing to help them do this. And so they take their umbilical cord from their own stomach and they pull it out, and you can see through it's a clear tube, and in the tube I see that their waters of their body are polluted. And they take out the cord and they cut their cord to themselves and to their polluted waters, and they die. And I get the heck out of there. I'm like, I cannot help these people do this. This is a horrible thing. So I get into the metal elevator and I'm going up. And the elevator is really heavy and metallic. And at a certain point, there's the choice of, am I really going to abandon those people to their mission of self-suicide? Am I going to help? And I decide, no, I'm done with that story. I will not help them. And I push my way out of the elevator. Okay, so you can say, Eve, is that a story about yourself? Is it about your own, toxic waters? It could be. Probably everything is related to self. But there are these different levels of dreaming. And I don't know if you have studied this enough in yourself, but certain dreams come as messages to the people, is what I find. Come on up, be in the video. Come on up. Come on, say hello to everybody. Say hello. I'm sorry. So what I understood from the dream is that the reason we're on this suicidal mission as a society is that our waters are poisoned. The waters of our bodies have got so many toxins in them from the world's pollution that our minds have become polluted. And then you add to that all of the violence on our chosen channels to watch, where we're like studying history and the horrors, to become educated. And we've got our good reasons to watch the poisons of the past that don't belong here anymore, because actually we have been evolving. So that's the next video I want to talk to you about. But right now, in terms of our poisoned waters and that dream of group suicide, because people would rather die than live in the poisoned waters of their own mind and their own body. So the question is, how do you really purify your waters? Some people use these various filters. I don't know about the filters. I found something that's working for me that's incredibly exciting. It's the Adya Clarity primordial minerals that just go in your water, and you sit the water for 4 days, and then you watch all of the toxins in the water that were invisible become slowly visible and solid until they drop into the bottom of the jar. And these are microscopic, this is like pesticides, herbicides. Cut it out. You just came in here and then you're fussing all about being in here. What is it? Be happy. Be happy. Why don't you? Meow. I have to let her out again. So, sorry. So the toxic body thing is bad. Yeah. And so when you put these primordial minerals from black mica into the water, what happens is you get hundreds and hundreds. All right. I'm doing it. You get hundreds of minerals that you're not like usually getting, right? So And these are the minerals of life that we are made from. So I'm going to show you what has happened to the potatoes this week. The potatoes that I have going in the audio water have gotten crazy. Now they have little tiny white flowerets all over them. And the one that was just in regular water is growing more and more mold. Oh, you are the potato. So if you would like to get the audio clarity from me, and if this dream says something to you, something about not committing suicide anymore by your poisoned waters, and you know, the poisoned waters of the mind, they're also influenced by our thoughts and whether or not we've meditated, and which wolf we're feeding, which positive or negative thoughts we have been engendering in ourselves, and those will inflower our waters or poison our waters too by our thoughts, right? So okay, so audio clarity, I do have 11 bottles left, and my book is coming in a few days, and when it does, it comes on the 14th. And so anybody who would like will get a free copy of my book, Eve's Eden, Her Primordial Beingness. Actually, it's called Eve's Eden, Her Pillars of Existence. It's all kinds of true love stories of a goddess dancer. And it's really about following the feminine divine and learning how to dance with the goddess as the goddess. But look, speaking of the goddess, that ocean goddess, to me, she's so feminine. And she's got to be purified in you. So yes, you can get the audio clarity from me. You can also just go right to audioclarity.com, buy it straight from them, and I'm selling it for the same price. But if you do it through me, I'm going to also be your coach along the way with your healing water journey for yourself. If you want, you know, I'll answer questions as your water changes and as you drink it, and the things that happen in your experimentation with how much of the minerals that you feel is right for you, and also just what does it mean to cleanse the waters of one's spirit. All right, so here we are. We're coming out of that basement. We are not going to commit suicide. We're not going to let our poisonous waters poison us to the extreme of not wanting to live anymore. And, you know, I think that there's more people feeling that way than want to admit it. And so, here's one solution, one beginning point to start the new direction of, if you're going to live, if you're going to reinvigorate your life, you want to have those basic minerals, that basic cleansed water in your beingness that gives you the fresh start for reliving, reinvigorating. Okay.